Hey guys, welcome back to EnergyRipple.com. Today I wanted to make a quick review of the Freshlife 2000 automatic sprouter. So first off, I want to point out I got this about 8 years ago, and the reason why I'm doing a review of this today is because actually I'm donating it. I don't actually recommend this product. I will show you what I do recommend, but if you're keen on to know what this product does, what it's good for, I'll show you. So it basically has this top container, which you don't have to use. It's got the bottom container, and what you're gonna do is put some sprouting racks inside the bottom container, like this. And it comes with 4 of them, so you can just stack them and put your seeds in between them for sprouting. And then it also comes with this bottom container, which will just be full of water. And you plug it in with the plug, and it automatically every 10 to 15 minutes sprays water up through the middle hose pipe here. And then once you stack this on top, it'll go through the top, and then it has these, it comes with 2 of these, just, I don't know, I guess when it gets clogged. And they have little holes in it, and this thing will just spin and shoot water out. Now the problem with this thing is exactly what I just said. This thing clogs, and then when it ends up happening is it spins at weird speeds because not all the water is pushing out at the same velocity. And eventually for me, this thing actually just stops and just sits there, and it just sprays water out, and it doesn't evenly water everything, which is really annoying. This thing is actually only good for wheatgrass, and I've done some mung beans in here, but that only if it's actually distributing the water properly. Once it isn't, you can only really do wheatgrass, but even then I find it makes everything moldy because it actually waters too often. So yeah, I'm not a really big fan of this. When I first got it, it actually worked decent enough. Like I could do wheatgrass, I did alfalfa sprouts and mung beans. But after this thing got clogged up, I used the second one, and that one got clogged up within about, I don't know, 8 or 9 months. Then it just, I don't know, I stopped using it, and it got stuffed away in a closet, and I pulled it out 2 or 3 years later and used it for 1 or 2 times, and then the same thing happened, I put it away again, and so I'm at that point now where it's time to donate it. The other bad thing about this is these racks, you can see, they hold the seeds really well, and the water will go through. The problem is cleaning it. Like you can even see here, it's not 100% clean, and it's just impossible to clean it. You'll sit there with, you know, a brush and just scrubbing at it for 20 minutes per rack, and it still won't even clean fully. So, you know, I've got 4 of these things, so you can imagine, like, this is like an hour to scrub it, and it looks like this, which is not even, see, there's still tiny bits of alfalfa sprouts stuck in here. So I don't recommend this product. You could use it just for without the automatic watering, and without the automatic watering it would probably be okay, except you're still left with the problem of scrubbing these things, which is just a pain in the butt. So I'll put all this to the side, and I'll show you what I do recommend. And I should note too that this thing costs about $100 for this exact model, which is the model 2000. It says right here, Freshlife 2000. Don't recommend it at all. So what I do recommend is this. This is a sprouting jar. So all it is a mason jar-ish kind of thing, and with this lid, which has got a bunch of holes in it. All you do is you put your sprouting seeds. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be sunflower, radish, a mung bean, whatever it is. And you can put lentils in here, sprout it, and then you just fill it full of water, the whole thing, and let it sit for overnight or like 8 hours. And after it's soaked for about 8 hours, then all you do is just rinse it twice a day. So you just pour a bunch of water in here and just set it like that. And I always just set it right on the edge of my sink, so it just drains right into the sink. And if you can't get it to kind of sit nicely on the sink, you can just put like a little pan under it or something. But ideally just put it on the edge of your sink. And I actually have 4 of these. So 4 of these isn't gonna produce quite as much volume as the Freshlife sprouter, but this is so easy to clean. You just take this off, you can wash this out easily. And this thing actually, you can scrub it with a brush, and it cleans up pretty quickly compared to the other one. So the difference in cleaning here, you can see this is just straight holes, where this one, they're actually at like a 45-degree angle. I don't think you can probably see that. They're not actually straight holes, they're at an angle. So it's almost impossible to clean this thing thoroughly. So highly recommend this. Give it a shot, or something similar to this, and let me know what you think.